A very warm good morning to all. The beautiful thing about learning is that nobody can take it away from you. It will always be an asset for you. Hey, I'm Saya Fatima, and I'm here with immense pleasure to welcome you all for our event Virtual Industrial Visit to Schneider Electric, conducted together by IEEE Industry Application Society and IEEE Power and Energy Society. Thank you everyone for being joining with us. We are glorified to welcome Mr. Banwarlal BISHNOI Sir, Senior GM, R&D Embedded Design and Development Center at Schneider Electric. He is the senior member of IEEE and he has 24-year experience in global product R&D management, and he is holding more than 35 patents within his 24 years of career. Chair, IEEE IAS-PES Joint Chapter, Bombay section. Today, he is here to best to us with an insightful experience to understand the internal working environment of the company Schneider Electric. Schneider Electric is a multinational company providing energy and automation digital solutions for efficiency and sustainability. It's so grateful to have you, sir. Thank you so much for being here. Now, I welcome Albert Thomas, Chairman, IEEE SJCET, for the welcome speech.
Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome all the participants who have joined in this meeting. Once again, I do welcome you all to St. Joseph College of Engineering and Technology, Pali, IEEE Student Branch Online Web Conclave. At the outset, I would like to congratulate and highly appreciate all the volunteers and executive members for the well thought out planning and excellent coordination. I thank the college management, Dean, IEEE, and branch counselor for proper advices, permissions, and support to organize such spectacular programs. So far, throughout this COVID pandemic, we have been through a series of tech talks and events, which molded the audience as well as host to great extent. Today, we are here for virtually gathered to attend a virtual industrial visit to Schneider Electric. Thank you all for joining with us. Without much delay, I would like to welcome Mr. Banwarlal BISHNOI, Senior General Manager, R&D, Embedded Design and Development Center at Schneider Electric, who will be guiding you in this section. He is also the Vice Chair of IAS and PS Joint Chapters Bombay section. It's been grateful for him for accepting our invitation and taking time out of his busy schedule. We are honored to have you here and we gladly welcome you, sir. Next, I would welcome our Principal, Dr. J. David, who stays with us not by talks, but by action. I also welcome our manager, Reverend Father Matthew Karamkura, who guides us both spiritually as well as academically. I would like to welcome Dr. Madhukumar S., the Vice Principal of SJCET, as well as the Dean of IEEE, who constantly pushes us to deliver in a better ways on whatever activity is conducted in SJCET. I also welcome Professor Shabina Ji, the Vice Chair of Young Professional Students Coordination Team, IEEE India Council, whose presence creates the essence of integrity with the section. Also, I welcome our branch counselor, Dr. Arun P., who is the backbone of IEEE SJCET Pali. I do welcome the chapter advisors of all the society, whose constant cooperation makes students strive for more. Now, the participants, without you, nothing is completed. I welcome all the participants to this grand virtual industrial tour. I sincerely hope that all have some takeaway from this session. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, I invite Banwarlal sir to take us through Schneider. We're really excited to know more from you. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Saya, and thank you, Mr. Albin Thomas, and I think Mintu Mary Saju also, as well as Arun B. So I think it was a great pleasure. Like I was, like invited, and currently I represent Vice Chair IEEE Bombay section, and it is a great pleasure to work for IEEE as a volunteer, since I had been associated with IEEE since 2006, when I was with the General Electric at Hyderabad, and since then I never looked back to be away from IEEE. So IEEE is like I passionately work, and I had been like a senior member of IEEE since April 2015. And after that, I had been very actively working with IEEE Bombay section. So without taking much of your time, I appreciate your presence here, and I will take you through the session now. Thank you very much.
Sir, there was a network problem, sir.
Hello.
Hello. Network
Yeah.
problem, sir. So I couldn't join first.
Hope I am audible to all of you.
Yes, sir, you are audible. You are audible.
Okay. So I think maybe Mr. Nitin, please check at your end. Just give me a few seconds. I will start sharing my screen. Hello. Hope you are able to see my screen or not yet. Hello.
Not yet.
Okay. Just a minute. Let me enter. Yeah. So I'll start sharing now. Yeah. So hope my screen is visible now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So thank you for joining me here. So today I will take you through the like virtual plant visit. Since in pandemic time, it's really very difficult to have a actual industry visit and plant visit. So we have some of the recorded videos of various plants, which are smart factory, and you might have heard about like traditional factory versus the smart factory. So traditional factory is like less of automation, more of the processes are non-automated, and where the efficiency and output is like really a challenge sometimes, and to increase the business profitability and also like complement human. So there is an ideal combination of human and technology together working to produce the best output, which can be sustainable and which can be helpful to community as a large, because creation of automation technology also a great employment creator, as well as it helps to enhance the efficiency of the plant also, and reduce the errors. So with that, I would like to now go to the next today's agenda. So we have a Schneider Electric factory inside look for electronic manufacturing at Bengaluru. We have then smart factory at Hyderabad. So I will take you through that also. And there is another. We have a Lexington a smart factory which is in USA. So like it will give you a flavor of global versus Indian both. So it helps you to understand like the global processes and the plants, how they are different, and at a time the new plants are always more smarter than the legacy, because legacy also we are proud of, but at a time like legacy, the technology availability at those point of time, and then upgrading, so there are some challenges, but we had overcome and we had upgraded that also. And then there is a new smart factory, so there is a good panel discussion which will give you insight, and at the end we will have a Q&A session. So now I will go to the next so just a minute, give me.
Welcome to Schneider Electric GSC India, ITBU.
Hope my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah, and audio is also audible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So now I am at the ITBU, which is a factory and which will demonstrate the electronic manufacturing capability. Because you know the products which we have is electromechanical, electronics, and various kind of IT. So electronic product, I just thought because students mostly electrical electronic, they will be more keen. So I will begin with that, and then I will take you through the another electromechanical plant also, where various kind of plating and other processes are also taken care of. So
BEF facilities. We have 6 global manufacturing locations at Bangalore. At Schneider BEF factories, we have initiated transformation journey towards smart factory. We enable this with Ecostruxure, our single open IoT system, which allows us to innovate at every level across our connected products, edge control and applications, analytics and services in our facility, with focus on improving safety, quality, reliability, efficiency, sustainability, and connectivity. We have deployed Ecostruxure Power, where we have connected product energy meter at base level, which collects and distributes information to Ecostruxure Power Monitoring Expert, which act as edge control layer, providing real-time power condition at the facility. At the apps, analytics and services layer, we have Resource Advisor, which deliver predictive analytics that will help to ensure all critical equipment and operations are operating safely through continuous monitoring of connected products and bringing in energy efficiency through Energy Action Plan. We have connected all our state-of-the-art PCBA manufacturing critical equipment for monitoring asset utilization and quality performance. Solder-based height inspection machine enable real-time monitoring of solder-based height and volume and calculate first pass yield, Z value, SPC, CP and CPK. In our surface mount pick and place machines, we can predict the performance of the individual feeders and nozzles, which helps to improve the MTTR and the MTBF. Automatical optical placement inspection machine enables real-time remote monitoring of placement offsets, presence and polarity, which helps to control the DPMO. In the reflow soldering machine, each PCBA temperature profile is validated, recorded and compared to earlier sampling process, and thus ensure reliable solder joints. Intelligent torquing stations. Each tool and every step of torquing performance are monitored and recorded, which helps to build analytics to improve torquing process robustness and quality at source. We have deployed Lean Digitization System Modules, E&ON system, which enables us to improve the efficiency and response time of the support functions and provide analysis for identifying continuous improvement opportunities. Performance Management Module provides real-time production output and efficiency monitoring, traceability and process interlocks. Our MES client ensures parts quality, MES at warehouse receiving, followed by parts compiled as per Schneider part specification. MES at order launch point, where all unique serial number assigned to work order with prioritization for complete product traceability as per manufacturing design routing steps. MES at SMT process to ensure right component at right location as per ERP BOM linked to work order. MES at assembly and testing to ensure complete product, component and material traceability with each workstation interlocking. MES at packaging and shipping process to establish individual pallet traceability to work order. QDISC, Quality Digitized Inspection System and Control, is a digitized platform for inspection, audit, and SPC module. Additive manufacturing. We have installed 3D printer for rapid prototyping and quick replacement of simple SIG and fixture. Advanced robotics. AGV, automated guided vehicle for material movement at warehouse and evacuation of finished goods at factory through intelligent routing system with self-learning capability and traffic management system. Skill Development Center. At Schneider Electric, in line with high-performance culture, our employees are trained and skilled at our Skill Development Center, Disha. At Disha, there are various digital tools used to impart training on safety, quality, efficiency, and required shop floor fundamental before moving to the shop floor. SE Connect tool, a social and interactive tool to provide a digital experience by connecting and engaging shop floor employees.
In our cooling line, we manufacture a wide range of cooling products with different capacities to meet customer demand, and we also have the capabilities to support exclusive and challenging customer needs. Our lines are equipped with the best-in-class infrastructure and are flexible to cater to precision air handling units and chillers. To add on, we have specialized skilled and certified manpower to accommodate and deliver quality products with the best efficiencies. We promote innovation in every step in our design to ensure we meet the market requirements.
Hi friends, in Bangalore BF plants, as a part of the Smart Factory initiatives, we have launched an Ecostruxure Platform to increase our efficiency and be part of the digitalization program for Schneider Electric. In Ecostruxure, we have Ecostruxure Power, Ecostruxure Plant, and Ecostruxure Machines. Over here, in Ecostruxure Power, we have all our equipments which are giving us the power are connected to a Schneider instruments, and they are collating the data to provide us the efficiency data at what efficiency we are operating at. With the Ecostruxure Power, we are able to generate 22% of the saving in our power consumption compared to the last year, 2017 versus 2018. I must want to emphasize that this platform is giving us huge amount of insights on where we can save power in all our plants in Bangalore factories. With regards to the connected machines, we have connected all our machines, including SMT line, through a line, and also on the manual assembly lines to give us the efficiency data at what efficiency we are operating it, what kind of a quality analytics we can do to drive quality defects in, lower for our products, as well as including our plant return ratio. And last but not the least, we have deployed a quality disk, which is helping us to track the real-time data on the quality analytics. This is helping us really drive how we can.
Hello. So hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes,
So this was the one of our industrial visit, which is to IT factory, and which is more of electronic manufacturing service. So now I will take you through the next plant, which is our Hyderabad plant. So just give me.
Welcome to GSC India Hyderabad Plant. Since its establishment from 2006, the plant hosts machines and assembly lines equipped with cutting-edge technologies and lean manufacturing practices powered by Ecostruxure. We manufacture and endless range of ACB. And CVS. Welcome to GSC India Hyderabad Plant. Since its establishment from 2006, the plant boasts machines and assembly lines equipped with cutting-edge technologies and lean manufacturing practices powered by Ecostruxure. We manufacture NW, MBS range of ACBs and CVS, NSX range of MCCB for LV segment or partner B, SSD and Easy Pack TVS Plus contactors and Harmony push buttons for industrial control segments with world-class quality. Our facilities has been growing consistently with future-ready new offers, MTZ Nova, connected edge circuit breaker for LV segment, and EasyPack EXE vacuum circuit breaker for energy business in its portfolio to serve customers globally. We are the first smart factory in India where we digitally transform from traditional manufacturing to smart manufacturing by leveraging Ecostruxure solutions, thereby improving our business, safety, reliability, efficiency, sustainability, and connectivity. Ecostruxure Platform is Schneider's latest innovation in a decades-long evolution which combines our best-in-class OT solutions with the latest in IT technology. As an open IoT-enabled system, Schneider's Ecostruxure architecture allows us to innovate at every level across connected products, edge control, app analytics, and service for our organization, leveraging our deep domain knowledge and applied experience in 4 end markets. We deploy solutions based on 6 validated reference architectures: building, power, IT, machine, plant, and grid. At the heart of our IoT system architecture is the Ecostruxure Platform, connecting everything in our facility from the shop floor to the top floor. Ecostruxure Building Operations is the edge-based application that helps facility manager see real-time data and get early alerts on facility equipment like chillers, HVAC systems, and fire panels, along with live streaming of CCTV footage. Hyderabad site brought under Ecostruxure Building Operations by integrating Video Expert, Security Expert, and Fire Expert in one platform. Under building connected products, plant is equipped with laser-based smoke detector, access door controllers, 65 smart CCTV cameras, fire control panels to sense any abnormal conditions inside the building. Ecostruxure Power Monitoring Expert is the application under edge control layer that is helping our facility to analyze, troubleshoot, predict, and make informed decisions on our electrical distribution network. PME is collecting data from 76 smart meters in the plant from 3 levels of electrical network using 21 gateways and 5 smart links. The different dashboards developed in PME help facility technicians identify abnormal conditions with more meaningful and actionable items to act well in advance and take necessary steps to improve power reliability, power quality, and operational efficiency. Resource Advisor at Apps and Analytics layer performs trend analysis, comparison analysis, and calendar load profile analysis. With use of PME and RA tools in Smart Energy Workshop, Hyderabad Plant is successful in achieving more than 15% energy savings year-on-year and has won several national-level appreciations. IQC is equipped with cutting-edge technologies for measurements of complex profile parts. Critical dimensions are measured and analyzed by instruments such as profile projectors, plating thickness testers with X-ray technology having high accuracy, hardness testers, UTM for load testing, spectrophotometer for color checks. Handling over 4,000 plus parts with storage capacity of 5,000 cubic meter, making it a largest warehouse in Schneider, India. Digital truck management system monitors the complete tracking of the parts from the vendor. Smart ASN receiving process identifies red and green channel suppliers for an efficient put-away process. Separate picking and put-away aisles ensures efficient water spider flow. Water spider efficiency are tracked using LDS tool. Smart warehouse uses RF scan gun to eliminate manual data entry. The digital e-Kanban system is well deployed for material replenishment. Smart battery charging management is implemented to optimize utilization and availability. As a part of IoT, Connected Machines Initiative, we have enabled all critical machines capable of sending critical to quality and process parameters data to Majorly's Edge box, which uses Node-RED codes to provide real-time data to Insight Online, which helps plot real-time process trends and notify users when processes go out of control, enabling users to take corrective actions. It assists automation experts, facility managers, and technicians in building applications such as monitoring, visualization, and control systems for implementing smart operations across our value chain. On the maintenance front, we have deployed online condition monitoring for critical machines. Condition monitoring application, which helps monitor critical machine parameters real-time, notify technicians about abnormalities in machines, enabling timely preventive action. thereby reducing unpredicted downtimes. Augmented Operator Advisor is used for scanning and comparing the real-time condition of the machine with standards and identify the abnormalities. This helps us to reduce downtime and improve MTTR. In Ecostruxure Plant, we have deployed Lean Digitization System, which is a scalable and adaptable operations performance management tool built using IoT concepts. E&On system enables us to improve the efficiency and response time of the support functions and provide analysis for identifying continuous improvement opportunities by replacing manual tracking. E-Performance module provides real-time production output and efficiency monitoring. E-Work Order Management improves service level to our customer through flawless execution of orders, eliminating manual recording. Digital Work Instruction, which enables us to improve productivity and minimize errors in manufacturing processes. We have installed 3D printer for rapid prototyping. We track critical parts, sub-assemblies, and process parameters against FG serial numbers. These data are digitally recorded through the traceability tool, in which we monitor CTQ and CTP parameters like torque, RPM, angle for each screwing process. Pro QMS module helps to calculate the real-time process capability from the data received from different manufacturing processes. Histogram is automatically plotted X-bar R chart for the critical parameters and sends notifications if process goes out of limit. At any point of time, this data can be accessed and helps to control the manufacturing in a controlled environment. QDIS is implemented for digitizing all checklists for inspection parameters, which will provide Pareto of defects and rejection analysis. Automated guided vehicle for evacuation of finished goods through intelligent routing system with self-learning capability and traffic management system, enabling us to increase support function efficiency. Finished goods are scanned for correct reference and quantity by scanning secondary packaging box. According to shipping list, products are dispatched in closed containers. Akshara, the world-class training center at Hyderabad, which is designed to create and deliver effective manufacturing training programs for the onboarding people. Simulations are used for training, which are an efficient way to demonstrate safety procedures, ergonomy, warehouse operations, lean concepts and quality culture, and more. At the end of the training, the operators will be equipped with familiarization of assembly line before going to Gemba. Digital skill assessment is done using voting pads, Digitest versatility management tool to track and improve the skill levels. The smart factory is equipped with passionate team of close to 1,000 direct employees representing around 19 states from the country, with 2/3 of our workforce being women, which comprises the aspects of health, ergo exercises, cycling zone, leisure, playing indoor games at a time to play, and employee-friendly ambience. Schneider always cares for diversity, and especially we at Schneider, Hyderabad, ensures the mother who can happily leave their child at crèche and continue her work and nurse the child at regular intervals. An environment-friendly ambience, and our kids love to be at crèche. Empowering you to maximize energy efficiency and sustainability, optimize asset available and performance, enable smart, productive and profitable operations, provide mobile insight and proactive risk mitigation.
So hope you could see the flavor of one of the factories. So these are the two factories, and now I will take you to the one of the U.S. old factory, which was Lexington.
Hello, welcome to Lexington, Kentucky. My name is Kenneth Laphart. I'm the innovation leader for the supply chain performance group with Schneider Electric. I'm excited to have you here today in Lexington, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit about a digital transformation that we've performed here in an aged facility, a facility that's 63 years old. Some of the struggles that we've had in performing that digital transformation, and how we achieved or went through some of the roadblocks to perform that digital transformation. So we're now on the factory floor. We're standing here in our customer welcome center in the Lexington facility.
We make load centers and safety switches here in the Lexington facility, QO and home line load centers for energy distribution, commercial and residential applications, and safety switches in single phase, three phase, varying in size from 30 amp to 200 amp varieties here in the facility. We are fortunate enough to be fairly vertically integrated in this facility. All of the high tonnage stamping, the plastic injection molding, the electroplating for the coating on our current carrying devices, the semi-automated assembly, the painting of the metal itself, and the semi-automated assembly, and even the material conveyance from fabrication all the way through the assembly line is under one roof. We're also fairly highly automated in the fact that we make approximately 2.8, nearly 3 million of these devices a year in this facility from a raw coil of steel, and we're making a little over 800,000 of these safety switch devices in the facility. We've progressed through the plant now to the point of our first station stop where I want to talk about unlocking siloed data. We noticed that we had concentrations of tribal knowledge in the facility, particularly around the knowledge that it takes to troubleshoot the pieces of electronic devices that control our machine, PLCs, PCs, documentation and information on that machine, critical health signals from that machine is difficult, requires a special skill for a person to come, hook a laptop up to a device to troubleshoot it, spend time trying to find documentation. We've implemented an augmented reality application here known as Ecostruxure Augmented Operator Advisor. And what Ecostruxure Augmented Operator Advisor has done for us is using the power of Node Red, we've been able to unlock that data out of that PLC and deliver it in a real-time image, overlay that data in a real-time image of an actual camera view of a mobile device, such that now a technician or a maintenance mechanic or a supervisor or an operator no longer needs to rely on that tribal knowledge to connect the programming device to debug or troubleshoot. They merely hold the tablet over their equipment and the critical data pops up in real time and streams live. It's been very exciting for us and is delivered through our Wi-Fi network in the plants to our mobile devices. And let's take a look at one of the 16 different pieces of equipment that we've implemented this tool on, and let's see how it's delivered to us about a 20% reduction in mean time to repair. I want to talk about two of the most important connected products that this facility has in terms of its digital transformation or its digital evolution. The first of which is the Aussie Sense offering, the Aussie RFID offering from Schneider Electric. The conveyor system, at any given time, we move over 7,000 parts in the sky from a fabrication group through paint and to the final assembly group in the right order, in the right priority, at the right time to the assembly line. Another very critical connected product for us that we have over 300 of in the facility are the Magellus HMIs. And you'll see those quite frequently throughout the plant. It gives all the operators the ability to visualize, to control their processes in the plant. We rely on them very heavily. This device also has the ability, through the use of two advisor applications known as Secure Connect Advisor and Mobile Operator Advisor, the ability to deliver a cyber secure connection to any device that's on the subset of this device. It also gives you the ability to deliver control anywhere in your facility of the actual HMI screen to the use of Mobile Operator Advisor. So we use these throughout the facility. In this particular case, in our Power and Free system, we can look at information streaming from anywhere in the facility, from any one of our processes. This particular Power and Free system that we're standing in front of now has 8 different control panels like this and over 30 HMIs in the system that we can view what's going on across the plant and see from any individual location in the plant. And those are very powerful for us. So we're coming to a very critical process in the Lexington facility, and that's our paint room. You can understand with a process that's this complex, you know, a 7-stage pre-treatment system, 20,000-gallon e-coat tank, the ability to e-coat 50 million square feet of metal a year. You can understand the complexity and the amount of control and monitoring that needs to take place. So what we've implemented here in our paint system is we've implemented a solution known as Ecostruxure SCADA Expert based on Indusoft Web Studio, which has given us the ability to visualize and control 167 critical variables in the operation. Now, the really cool thing about the Indusoft Web Studio or Ecostruxure SCADA Expert application is its use of mobile thin clients and web thin clients to deliver that content anywhere in the building. What we're looking at here is we're looking at a live operator view of what the operator is using in the facility to control the processes. If you look through the control room here, you'll see another screen that looks exactly the same because this is a secure web client that has delivered this view or this input into this process in multiple locations throughout the video. So we're at a point in the tour now where I'd like to talk to you about our digital energy management system here in Lexington, Kentucky facility. We utilize two very important tools, one an edge tool and one an app and analytic layer tool. The edge tool is known as Power Monitoring Expert. Power Monitoring Expert lies here at the edge and uses a system of connected meters in your facility to tell us exactly where your energy usage occurs. It also has the ability to extract data from PLCs and PCs, and it lets you descriptively analyze comparisons of that connected meter data with certain things like empty hooks in our paint system, the different types of metal that we use in our plant, gas consumption on a particular day, gives you the discrete ability to descriptively analyze and dashboard your energy usage in a particular area of very great detail. Then at the regional level, in a cloud application known as Resource Advisor, we extract, our regional operations managers extract these cloud application data, Power Monitoring Expert, to the regional level, and they're able to do plant-to-plant comparisons across Schneider Electric. So for an entire region, we can analyze what we've spent and where we've spent that type of money, compare that to trends in weather, compare that to trends in year-over-year trends or month-over-month trends. Now, the use of this Power Monitoring Expert at the edge and this Resource Advisor at the cloud for a regional look, to give you an idea of how we've impacted our facility, Power Monitoring Expert has delivered us over 20% in energy reduction savings since its installation, over a 70% reduction in our carbon footprint or CO2 production. It's also given us a 5%, over a 5% year-over-year energy savings reduction. And we're on track this year for 11% in energy reduction year-over-year. And the Resource Advisor application has given us over a $6 million savings since its inception here in North America at a regional level. So two very powerful tools for us here in Lexington. I want to thank you for being here with us, Schneider Electric in Lexington. And I ask that you come to the plant when you can, person, and maybe we'll see you then and tell you how we've developed more of our store. Thank you very much.
So this was more about the US Lexington plant, which was a 63-year-old plant, and how it was converted into a smart factory. So that is story, and I think it was well articulated. So so now I will go through the next plan, which is about Bangalore plant. So So hope you could get the insight into the smart factory and various plants. So now I will take you through the one of smart factory inauguration panel discussion. So that will give you the very good insight in terms of which gives you like lot of look how the smart factory went, and there is a, like the panel which is there, and I think that will give us a lot of learning in terms of so just give me a few seconds. I will just start that, and then
Schneider Electric opened a new chapter in manufacturing with the launch of a smart factory in Bangalore. Opened with much fanfare, this factory promises a green approach to manufacturing, which will maximize efficiency and promote growth through innovation, where physical machines are fitted with smart sensors connected to a cloud network, which uses data from connected operations and production systems to create spontaneous situations and make real-time decisions. With disruption, digitization, and automation on the minds of every major player in manufacturing, let's take a closer look at what makes Schneider Electric's smart factory solution stand out.
I'll just simply kick off the conversation, and I'd love to start with how do technology-enabled factories, smart factories, essentially leave behind existing traditional models of automation that are already in place?
Yeah, I think it's really something important at Schneider Electric, because we run 200 factories around the world. We have 100 distribution centers, and let's be clear, all of them are not like have been built last week. So we have plenty of brownfield facilities, and the idea of the transformation that we went through, that I was commenting about earlier, smart factory, smart DC, how they are integrated in the tailored, sustainable, and connected 4.0 journey. We do believe at Schneider that we can, I would say, deploy the technology in a way that we can start small and deploy fast and scale up. So in the way that we are able to implement the technology that Schneider sells to customers, and we do believe that it's the normal approach to use that technology and implement it in our facilities, connecting, I would say, the assets, connecting, the different aspects of the process, and bringing the visibility and bringing the information at the edge control, enabling people operating the workshop, operating the process, the lines, the factory, to have that visibility with the objective of being, safer, with the objective of being faster, with the objective of delivering a better quality for our customers.
Sure. And Chandrasekhar, I'd love to bring you into the conversation at this point. Building on Murad has just shared, how time intensive, how capital intensive is it to transform your existing infrastructure into a factory of the future, into something that is end-to-end technology enabled? And at what point in the growth story of a company does it make sense to take that step and to pull that trigger?
That's a great Pooja. One of the fears that a lot of people, a lot of customers have is, how do I invest in making my factory smarter? The answer to that is, depending on the outcomes that one would map out, an ROI could be as less as a few weeks. It sounds shocking, but it could be a few weeks. Now, I also come from a perspective of being India's largest manufacturer of CNC machines. And in a CNC machine, there are more than 2,000 to 3,000 parts that go into a machine. And a lot of our customers also belong to the SME segment. For them, every paisa or cent that they invest has to have a tangible outcome. And what we believe is a sort of a hub and spoke model there. Instead of a big bang, front-loaded approach, we believe that if we take the pains of every department in those companies and we enable them to solve that particular pain and get a certain outcome, then they become the owners of transformation, digitization, and eventually moving towards Industry 4.0.
Well, Shalini, building on the transformation that Chandrasekhar has touched upon, how much of this transformation, is about processes, how much of it is about product, and how much of it is about people?
So I represent a software company. I mean, we are an enterprise software provider. For any digital transformation in the smart factories, it's about all the three things. And a lot of people say, digital transformation is about technology. Actually, it's more about people, because people have to accept the changes. The factories that have been running on, say, old systems, old applications have to modernize. They have to move to a new, maybe they are running on the premise in a data center, they have to move to the cloud. Maybe they have to connect a remote factory to their central factory. So it's about both systems, process, and people. And it's about training people into these new systems.
Well, that to my mind involves a huge reskilling effort, perhaps even unlearning some of the behaviors and processes that, members on the shop floor, on the factory floor have built their entire career around. So how does one handle that transition internally?
Yeah, actually, the way it has been now, industry has been changed, what we've seen from past 2-3 decades. Everything has to be now digitalized, and people want to remotely access, make everything like IoT-based technology. Here in this, especially shop floor area, it is improvised many things. Like earlier, we used to make preventive maintenance schedules, and we should know when we should do maintenance of the equipment. Now everything is such a way driven in the software, and it will give you all kind of information to the shop floor manager that particular equipment is due for the renewal of AMC or whatever need to be how undergo preventive maintenance. Now everything has been such a way, and the MD of the company also can directly see how the production is happening in the shop floor. It's well connected. It has to be process oriented.
Sandeep, while we talk about these well-connected environments, right? We talk about leveraging analytics, so to speak, leveraging IoT frameworks, digitization. Doesn't that on the flip side, also become a challenge because so many pools of data exist in silos? They exist in isolation. So isn't there a complete technology overhaul that's required as a foundation before we can even think about factories of the future?
Sure. I think I would take 2 or 3 components to answer your question.
Please.
One is it essentially has to be a purpose-driven initiative. We do not do machine learning or we do not do factory automation because it is trendy. It has to be, as I said, purpose-driven, objective-driven. it depends upon what segment of business are you in. And even if, let's say, two players are in the same segment of business, still their objectives could be different depending upon their business model, their philosophy, their customer segment. So one shirt doesn't fit all, like Murad said.
Absolutely.
It's very important. So you must not do it because it is in trend. Also, as you said very rightly, it doesn't have to be big bang as always. You could do it in components. There could be small pain points which do not require you to drive an entire strategy of process reengineering or entire reengineering. So I think low hangings are still important. We should definitely avoid a myopia that every brick and mortar is essentially bad and needs to be demolished. There is still brick and mortar which will work. There is semi-automation which will work. So ROI, as you rightly said, the pace of change is so fast. And if you get too much driven by what is in the space around you and try to do everything that is there in the environment, then your ROI becomes a mirage. By the time you hit the first ROI that you projected, there is a need for reinvestment and your ROI keeps shifting. And day will come when your CFO will not allow you to do any further automation if you keep on getting into that trap. So I think this balance is very important.
Sure. And Murad, when we talk about value-driven addition or a purpose-driven outcome, let's outline what some of those purposes might be. And I'd love to hear from the entire panel here, given that they represent such a rich range of industries and perspectives. Are we looking for end-to-end visibility into supply chain activity? Are we looking to maximize ROI? Are we looking to, for example, reduce the carbon footprint? Are we looking to have the ability to be flexible enough to customize such that we can offer a real-time response to changing market demands? How do we prioritize this list? And if you could just walk through what's on your wish list in particular.
Yeah, I think the challenge is that we want all of that. I mean, we believe as own customer, we want, I would say cheap, we want fast, we want good quality. And that's the world of today. You have so much offer, easy to access on internet. And at the end of the day, this is how we also have to run our own business. I mean, as head of the supply chain, we want safe, we want quality, we want fast and speed, and we want also efficient. So the way we are deploying, I would say, the digitization at Schneider Electric is really by domain of expertise. When we talk about energy management and sustainability, first step is to measure. I mean, you're not able to improve something that you're not measuring. And frankly speaking, I have tens of, examples where our teams, by spending, a few €100, in putting in place meters, collecting the information and starting to have visibility. Oh, okay, we spend that amount of money in HVAC. We spend that amount of money during the weekend when the factory is supposed to be ideal. And then you start to analyze those data and you start to build, knowledge and driving applications. We have, molding capabilities where implementing speed drives. We started measuring, we started analyzing, and then define actions where implementing a speed drive on every molding machine enabled us further improvement. So it's really you enter into that cycle of continuous and permanent, improvement drive. The second point I would mention, and I think you pointed out about people, and you're absolutely right. The way we saw the implementation of technology is not too much about the technology itself. It exists. We have great, people doing the design of those offers. Javed earlier was explaining Ecostruxure Plant, Ecostruxure Machine, Ecostruxure Grid. All these offers are there. And the challenge for us is really to make it accessible, make it, remove the complexity and make it easy for people at the shop floor level to be capable of using it, to provide, I would say, the quality of information, the speed of, guidance, so that they can drive, I would say, the decision at the right level.
Sure. I'd like for each of the panelists from their own professional capacities to cite one smart manufacturing technology or smart technology that has served as a success story within the context of their own organization. And Shalini, if I could please start with you.
So I'll talk about, so we have an emerging business. We are an enterprise software company well known for compute virtualization 20 years ago. One of the emerging markets that we are looking at is called IoT. So, and IoT can be in different use cases. Smart factory is one of them. And the way where we want to play is really in an infrastructure management plane. So we could have heterogeneous systems, you could have heterogeneous devices, connected things, and then you could have multiple applications. So how do you, as an organization, connect to all of them from the north and from the south and still manage it in a uniform fashion? That's where we see our play, and that's where we see this can apply to a factory, it can apply to a building. Like in Bangalore, we are deploying water meters in every floor for every wing because Bangalore is a water constrained site. We're using the same technology. So you can apply in a building, you can apply in a railways, you can apply in a factory. But where we want to come in is where businesses are trying to manage devices and applications from multiple environments. And how do you do it in an agnostic way?
Sure. And, just a follow-up question there. As you were rolling out, and deploying these smart technologies, to what extent did they exist in a beta phase or a trial phase before you sort of essentially went for the mass rollout?
I think every customer wants to do a field trial first before they do a big production deployment. I mean, that's really the way it goes because they need to test it. They need to demonstrate the use case.
And how many months, if you had to approximate?
It has to be short, otherwise they'll lose interest. So I would say 3 months, 3 to 6 months.
Your experience, sir?
Yeah, rightly pointed out, everything has, whatever I just want to implement, you can't just right away go implement. You should educate and give awareness sessions with all the software, the whole executives are there. We should enrich the knowledge and especially on the whatever IoT-based technology which is coming in the market. We should percolate to the down level also so that they should understand why we are going to that. We have to improve the production and should inform them it's not losing any jobs for them. Always people have in mind that getting in technology, they'll think they'll lose the jobs. No, that is not the criteria here. We have to enrich the knowledge and we have to bring out the next level of the knowledge and they should put into the production, that it be in factories, side, where they can improve the production.
Love your perspective, sir.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think, during the visit of today, you will probably see more of it. We really wanted to bring, I would say, the information at the lower level, at the level of the workshop and at the level of the operator. We speak a lot about augmented operator. Absolutely. And that's really where, you're bringing the value of digital. You're bringing that, speed of getting the right information at the right level and really trying to, kind of keep the complexity of the technology away from, blocking, I would say, the deployment. The way we have been deploying at Schneider Electric was really working with what we call the mode 1 and mode 2. Mode 1 being really the operations and the execution, mode 2 being really the innovation, center of digital innovation, the teams at the central level that are packaging and defining some of the, I would say, elementary bricks that we wanted to deploy. And then every factory inside our company has been able to kind of customize the way they have been deploying those solutions very fast, very easy to implement those kind of packages that requires just small configurations. And this is really the way we see the scalability of the solutions through Ecostruxure.
How about you, Sandeep?
There are two fronts on which we have kind of automation. First of all, we are not a manufacturing plant. We are a data center cloud services company. So to be honest, we enable that for our customers rather than we doing it ourselves. That's one part. So on business, there are several automation initiatives that we have taken, which are greatly improving life, making life easy for our customers. For obvious reasons of secrecy and information protection, I can't talk about many of them, but we have extended controls over mobile phones to our customer, control with their login where they can downscale, upscale, they can modify the kind of services that they want to use from our data center, sitting at their remote location. We have greatly improved visibility and accuracy of billing. There used to be a lot of pain points about billing. Billing used to be late. There could be some reconciliation problems. So all has been wrinkled out. using automation tools. This is all improving life of customer and therefore improving their level of satisfaction with us, which is the end point of everything. When it comes to procurement side, I would say I look at value pyramid, and whatever you can convert from discretion basis to no-brainer parameters, defined parameters. What I mean is today essentially something is decided by a human being because it is not standardized, not parameter driven. When you're able to convert that, you push that activity lower in the pyramid, and the lower pyramid can be shifted to automation. So very soon I will have bots doing the repeat kind of purchase orders. It will even go to an extent where I can have 100% bot-driven purchase order, 90% bot-driven purchase order. So let's say there is a decision box at step 9 of 10 of a purchase order. Bot will run it in no time to 9. It will trigger you that now I need your decision. You give it, and then it shoots a purchase order. So that kind of thing we are very close to implement.
Very groundbreaking examples there. Chandrasekhar, love to hear from you.
I'd like to give some context to the question. First of all, a lot of our customers from the automotive industry or the aerospace industry or the medical industry, not all of them tend to be big corporates. 65% or say 1/3, 2/3 are SMEs. And one of the impact creation at SMEs is how do you help them make more money? And I'd like to share that we were initially the first mover in India for Industry 4 solutions. And a lot of our customers have literally doubled the machine hour rate, so to speak. That is, how much money do they make per hour on every machine? They've almost doubled that. Now, from a context of what makes it happen, we look at how do you improve both what happens inside a cycle of production and between cycles of production. The needs of, say, a manufacturer that manufactures one rocket part is very different than a automotive parts manufacturer who manufactures millions in a day. Or take companies like us. Let's say we manufacture every part at 100% quality, 100% efficiency. But to assemble a machine, it's 3,000 parts. So supply, tooling, kitting, having the right part at the right time makes a huge difference. Now, this is where a comprehensive, outcome-driven approach to digitization as well as Industry 4 can create significant impact.
One of the leading challenges I imagine across industries is getting internal buy-in to sort of pull the trigger and execute the rollout of a smart factory setup within your organization. And so what I'd like to understand is that if someone has understood the business case behind it, right? How do they go about implementing it internally? Who belongs in that conversation? Who are the relevant decision makers? What's the time horizon and cost we're looking at? While we can talk about it, say someone has understood the premise, what do they do next?
I mean, as every big, I would say, transformation or revolution in an organization, it needs absolutely to be led and supported by the management and the leadership. So it's really a critical step that leadership understands what the vision that we will be reaching. The second is, the way we have been deploying it at Schneider, we also didn't put I would say, the focus on saying, like, if you would rewind automation in the 80s or 90s, where it was all about removing headcount, removing people, etc. It's absolutely not the objective of the way we see the digital revolution that is happening today. We see it again more as a operator augmented, human augmented, the speed, the ability to have the right information at the right time in the right place. And I would say I was myself surprised, and I would guess that today during the visit of the Schneider Bangalore factory, you would see how people have absolutely embarked to a point that it has been amazing. The fact that people in their own life are using digital banking, etc. The fact that we were somehow not using the same approach inside our plants, inside our distribution center, has, kind of getting them using the same tools than the ones that they're using in their daily life. So you will see that operators are digital, that operators are, they are, using them with the right engagement. We have been doing a lot of training. We have absolutely embarked them in the journey, making sure that they were part of that transformation, upscaling the roles. Also, somehow looking at the fact that digital enables you to have, expertise at a lower level, if I can say it like that. Meaning that you are able to maintain a machine assisted. You are able to give to an operator the information to be able to understand what are the issues on the equipment, where to do the first step, and guiding the person on the job, which was not possible before.
I really have to thank our panelists for adding such, depth and breadth to this conversation. I believe a huge round of applause is deeply deserved.
So now we came back to our I'm stopping now presentation. So hope you might have liked it, and like now I am open for Q&A session. So before going for Q&A, question and answer session, I would like to just throw some like summary topics here. So as you might have heard about, the industry is moving towards the smart factory because smart is the future, and smart has a larger component of the automation, because automation and human is complementing each other. So there is no there is a some people say like the automation will lead to a job loss. So that's not correct, because automation will lead to a lot of new job creation. However, reskilling will be required, because people who are might be doing things manually, they might need to develop the automated solution, and maybe the augmented reality and artificial intelligence and industry 4.0, and which can lead to the smart factory. So it is more about the reskilling, and one needs to continuously keep on learning, because that is the key aspect of life. Learn every day. If you don't learn every day, so it means you are going to be outdated, and you are going to be if you are relying on the outdated skill, it is no longer going to help. So with that context, I would now like to invite maybe Saya, you want to read the question in the chat box, or how we want to go about?
Thank you so much, sir. The section was highly informative. Now let's have the Q&A section. If anyone have any doubts or questions, please drop it in the comment box. Sir, there is a question in the comment box.
Yeah. Can you please read it so that
So the question is, what is the latest investment made in the factory, and how much did it cost?
Yeah. So any investment being made in the factory is like based on the product line and basic infrastructure, and there is a return on investment as a business. So keeping all that into the consideration, so investment is very huge, and the return on investment timing normally is like in the 5 to 10 years kind of time frame. because these are the very new plants and they use more latest technology. But there is a lot of infrastructure and everything is created from the scratch. So it is it is a huge investment with strategic thought in mind, because these are the factories of the future. So these factories are created with the kind of future in the consideration. It is not only like very short-term vision; it is a very long-term vision, and hence the investment goes into thousands of crores. I mean, it is not a very small investment.
Okay,
So,
sir.
question.
We have another question. When
Yes.
automation increases, the basic education should also increase in order to make people sustainable for jobs. How can we achieve that?
Yeah, that's I think good, very good question. And when the automation increases, automation is it is a new tech. It is not like luxury. So maybe like if let's say a lot of automation like software plays a very big role, and various kind of the script based executable. So they also come into the role, and it is complemented by various kind of automation like robots or bots, where you might have heard in one of the panel discussion, like one of the person was mentioning about, if you want to have a 90% automation in your purchase order. The purchase order is historically it's like a calorical kind of level. I mean, like one has to take a quotation, then he has to take two, three quotations, then he has to compare the quotation, then he has to technically also evaluate which vendor is good, which vendor will meet the quality, the continuous and sustained quality, and finally, which is the vendor which we should select, and there is a vendor evaluation process. And once the vendor is evaluated and finalized, and after that, then the purchase order becomes a repeat kind of activity, and which is largely automated. So these are more enterprise resource softwares which plays like SAP or maybe Oracle or other kind of softwares. So they can play a big role in automating it, and it helps to analyze the data also, because once you automate, you have a large data pool or data bank or data lake available, and from that you can find out the trends, you can find out what is the time it takes to execute, and then so creating all those softwares is like again you need to learn those software skills to write these codes and create the architecture, the create testing activities, and then piloting, because nobody will directly deploy any solution to 100%. It might be taken in a one select portion of it, and it will be proven it gives the desired outcome, because everything is purpose driven. Nothing is doing done just for a sake of doing it. It has a purpose at the beginning, and once that purpose is defined and the funding is given, then it is a piloted and the results are demonstrated. And once the results are demonstrated and agreed upon by various business functions, which includes the finance also, because at the end finance will measure how much result was committed and whether it is achieved or it is not achieved, and after that only it will be scaled up. So there is a complete cycle, and the automation involved into it, and it gives a lot of reskilling opportunities. So sometimes learn on the job also. Sometimes the graduate engineers, if they are having a pre skills, that gives a added advantage like lab view and various kind of other like the software tools or which is available in the colleges. So it helps to build a lot of these ability.
Okay, sir. So one more question. What are manufacturing related issues and faced during this pandemic?
Yeah, this is a I think very latest and great question, and you can see the one of our Lexington factory. So where the person who was speaking, he was wearing the mask, and it is like social distancing, and factories were designed more from a collaboration perspective. because operators collaboration was the key, and in the pandemic, you need to keep the distance. So it is again exactly contrary to what is earlier thought process which was put in the planning and placement of the various workstations. So there was a lot of challenge, and it has been quickly adjusted and changed to meet the government guidelines and various kind of WHO norms, and that is for the safety of the employees. And so a lot of the processes and the kind of the workstations readjustment and various kind of means of the social distancing and the hygiene related things are redeployed and added into the processes which were earlier not there. So it was all done in agile mode, where you have no time, you have to build the dam in the running river. So this is a kind of philosophy, and which has been successfully adopted, and we were able to back to the normal business maybe like very quickly by deploying these practices. So these practices has helped our employees safety, as well as it helped our business sustenance and operations. So it was really painful when it was done, but after that it was a very successful adoption and demonstration to run the business operations even in this tough pandemic time. And some of the example I will give, like in the buses earlier, the 100% capacity was there. So then it was like there has to be a one empty seats, and there is like 33% capacity or 40% capacity only should buses should run. So all the operators maybe based on the criticality of operations, and there are some small sections which was automated so that that social distancing is maintained. So all these things were done in the continuous efforts, and it was we could reach to the 2019 business levels in last year September October itself. So that was the time when business was back to the 2019 levels. Hello, hope I'm audible and I was able to answer the question.
Yes, you are audible, and perfect answers was replied by you.
Okay, thank you, sir. I hope there are no more doubts. Now I welcome Mintu Mary Saju, IEEE IAS-PES Chairperson, to deliver vote of thanks.
Thank you, Zaya. Hi all, good afternoon. So it's my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of IEEE SJCET. So I take this golden opportunity to thank Mr. BISHNOI sir. It was truly an informative and beneficial section, and I am very much glad and honored to have Mr. BISHNOI sir with us. We propose our sincere thanks on behalf of IEEE SJCET for happily accepting our invitation to attend this section. Thank you, sir. And here, we have a small token of appreciation as a virtual memento.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. And maybe you can send me over email or maybe on my WhatsApp. So that will be really thank you for giving such a nice token of appreciation.
Thank you, sir. Next, I thank our college management for giving us the required permission and support in conducting such events during these tough times. Now, I thank Dr. Arun P., Branch Councillor, IEEE SJCET, Professor Georgine Thomasa, Faculty Advisor, IEEE IAS and IEEE PES SJCET, and Mr. Albin Thomas, Chairman of IEEE SJCET, for your constant guidance and support. Next, I would like to thank all the EXICOM members of IEEE SJCET for coordinating this event all through these days. Last but not the least, I would like to thank the God Almighty for His blessings throughout the section. And I thank all the participants who have gathered here today, and I appreciate the effort you have put into attend the same. And I hope you all make the best of it. Once again, thank you all and have a great day. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. So thank you everyone, and thanks a lot for your patience hearing. And maybe in future, if there is any opportunity, definitely we will do maybe some more. Also. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, sir.
The feedback form is present in the chat comment box. Please fill it out. And I thank everyone for being part of this section on behalf of IEEE, IAS and PS chapter. Thank you so much.